Hi, Sagittarius. Welcome to your monthly reading for June 2025. If it's your first time here, welcome. My name is Laura, aka Baby Curl Tarot. I'm a tarot reader, astrologer, and root worker, and I like to do monthly readings for all the zodiac signs here on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. I'm going to go ahead and just jump right on into it. I'm just going to let you know right now I'm getting over a cold, so if I sound a little off, that's why. Also keep in mind this is a general reading, so whatever comes up, okay? Spiritual team, Numinous Astro Deck, what messages do you have for the Sagittarius Collective for June 2025? What messages do you have for the Sagittarius Collective for June 2025? All right, first card we have is Libra. Next is the moon. Oh, some of you guys could have your moon in Libra. What else? We also have Scorpio. Okay, so you could have your moon in Scorpio. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have Uranus. Okay. I'm getting some very unexpected, maybe deep emotions coming up for you this month with the moon and Uranus. So the Uranus is the planet of the unexpected and big shifts. So there could be a big shift in terms of, I don't know, some area of life that is extremely emotionally important to you. This could have to do with relationships. This could have to do with healing, therapy, trauma, your own inner world, something of that nature. Let's go ahead and dive into the tarot and see what comes up for you guys. Spiritual team, Cosmic Coven Tarot, what messages do you have for the Sagittarius Collective for June 2025? What messages do you have for the Sagittarius Collective for June 2025? All right, let's see what we got. Okay, we have the Three of Swords reversed. We have the Star card. Okay, I like this so far. 10 of Cups. Okay. 7 of Cups. And 6 of Swords. Okay, everything's in frame. Good, good, good. Okay, so this is a really interesting pull. It feels like the world is your oyster is what I got from this. I feel like you guys are coming out of a feeling or situation that had you really down, really unsure of, where you wanted to go next. Some of you guys could have been, what's the word I'm looking for? Maybe extremely like down on yourselves, or maybe even a little depressed, or in a state of just uncertainty with the 7 of Cups here. Some of you guys may have recently gone through like a breakup, or even, left a job, left a certain career or position behind, a certain opportunity. Maybe it was your decision, maybe it wasn't. But I feel like a lot of you guys had, some not so great endings. Maybe it was a little rough after that ending. But I feel like you guys are kind of starting to see the possibilities and the options. And I think very soon you are going to become aligned with an opportunity that is actually perfect for you. And not only just one opportunity, but I feel like there are multiple opportunities possibly coming to you this month, or you already are sorting through multiple opportunities this month and ultimately making a decision to move forward with one of them. Which one you choose is really up to you. It's to choose your own adventure. And I think this, for a lot of you, has to do with career. Here at the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the 6 of Cups. We have the Knight of Cups reversed. We have the Magician and the King of Cups reversed. Very interesting. I feel like a lot of you guys are really focused on what makes you feel emotionally fulfilled. It's less about the money per se and more about how it makes you feel. I feel like you guys were maybe in a job or an industry that it paid the bills. It was fine. It kept you secure financially and physically. But I feel like you guys have ventured into a direction where you want to do something that feels more aligned with you, either on a creative level or like on a spiritual, emotional level. Maybe this is something really close to your heart. Maybe you want to get into nonprofits, or you want to, again, use your creativity maybe get into like a creative industry of some kind. And I feel like you guys have been doing a lot of manifesting, a lot of research, a lot of networking, a lot of putting yourself out there. And I think that is finally going to be rewarded this month if it hasn't already been rewarded. Like I said, you guys are going to have a lot of opportunities, a lot of options, a lot of potential to choose, basically, like I said, your own adventure and choose ultimately where you end up. And what you choose to grow or give attention to right now is really going to, I think, manifest big, big, big opportunities and successes for you in the future. This is so beautiful and unexpected in the best possible way for you guys. I love this. It may feel scary for some of you, for a lot of you, but I feel like this is ultimately something that's going to be in your best interest. So I would just say, go into it with an open mind, go into it with a sense of curiosity and a sense of enthusiasm, and really make sure that you are investing in something that really nurtures that sentimental part of yourselves. Okay, maybe this is something related to like family traditions or cultural traditions, or like I said, creativity, or something just that touches you on a deeper level, has a little bit more of like a nostalgic feel here with the Six of Cups. So maybe this is something that you wanted to do when you were a child, when you were younger, or some type of group or organization that you wanted to work with when you were younger. I just feel like this goes back to deeper emotional desires when you were younger, before you had to grow up and be an adult and worry about paying the bills and all of that. I definitely feel like this is touching something on a deeper level than just financial stability. I'm not saying that there isn't going to be financial stability, because I think that is there as well, but there's a deeper fulfillment emotionally for you in choosing this direction than what you were doing before, if that makes sense. Sagittarius, that is such a beautiful reading, and I'm going to go ahead and stop right there. I think that's the full message for you guys. I love this. I know it's kind of a shorter reading at the beginning of the month, but I do offer bonus readings in the middle of the month for the signs that engage with my readings the most. So if you enjoyed this reading, if you want to see a longer reading for your sign this month, please leave a like and a comment. Engage with this video in some way so I know that you are here, you're watching, and that you want to see more for your particular sign, and that way I can put you guys in the running. Okay, and that reading does include a love reading as well. So you get a love and a general reading in that bonus reading. All right, I'm going to go ahead and close out the reading with a couple of oracle decks. Spiritual Team, Monology Manifestation Oracle, what additional messages do you have for the Sagittarius Collective at this time? What additional messages do you have for the Sagittarius Collective at this time? All right. Excuse me. What do we have? First quarter moon in Scorpio, release your blocks. Okay. Yeah. So I think there could be this Three of Swords, could be like fear. It could be self-doubt. It could be all those things that we tell ourselves that we're not worthy of, like achieving the things that we want to achieve and all of that. I think as long as you can remove that fear and that doubt, or that perception of what type of person maybe is able to get these types of roles, or whatever the case is for you guys, I think if you leave that behind, leave those expectations behind, and really put yourselves out there, you guys are going to see the opportunities just roll in. Next, we have New Moon in Virgo, trust all will be well. Absolutely. I mean, I don't think anything could go better in this reading. I think this is absolutely beautiful and just a testament to what is going to ultimately be coming towards you guys. At the bottom of the deck, we have last quarter moon in Gemini, clear your mind. Okay. And that really just comes through, I think, with the decision-making process, as well as really listen to more than just your logic. Listen to what calls you on a deeper level emotionally. Okay. I'm also hearing a lot of you guys maybe going into like a role of therapy, or even the beauty industry or the art industry. Like I said, creatively, Libra is ruled by Venus, so that rules things like art and finance and creativity. beauty, all the aesthetically pleasing things in this world. Scorpio tends to rule deep transformation. So I usually associate them with like therapy or even like taboo things. So maybe you're going into, I don't know, occult or spiritual type of things where you're helping people on a deeper level transform themselves on a deeper level. Okay, so take it as it resonates. It doesn't have to be any of those things. It's just something else I picked up and wanted to put out there before I moved on to the next deck and forgot. All right, Spiritual Team Daily Crystal Inspiration. What final messages do you have for the Sagittarius Collective? What final messages do you have for the Sagittarius Collective at this time? Excuse me. All right, what do we have? All right, we have Ocean Jasper, schedule yourself in. Yeah, definitely make time for self-care, make time to really listen to your inner self, your inner child as well. It's all great and fine being an adult and, understanding the responsibilities that we have to, survive, but also like really take into account what is going to make you feel fulfilled. Okay, this King of Cups and Knight of Cups in the reverse tells me that you guys weren't fulfilled in your last job. And I think the fear of survival or being financially stable could be also getting to you guys at this time. So you're more likely to jump at the opportunity that brings you the most coin. I would say take a step back and think about what could be more emotionally fulfilling, but also provides the stability you need in order to survive. There could be adjustments that need to be made, but I also feel like there could be opportunities to grow financially in a role that is also emotionally fulfilling, if that makes sense. Next, we have Shungite, Detox Your Life. Some of you guys may need to spend some time meditating or just generally like resetting your mind, your perspective, your self-talk, and how you manifest things. Okay, so really resetting that mindset to be as positive as possible. I don't promote toxic positivity. We all have emotions that are considered negative and positive for a reason, and it's essential in terms of what I believe to feel and move through both. You cannot just stuff down your negative feelings and say that everything is fine, because it's ultimately not, and that's not what healing and being a true human being is about. Okay, but we can work through those feelings. We can learn how to move through them, how to recognize them, and then change the story in terms of those negative emotions and feelings or traumas, and move them into something more healing and more positive, more conducive to our growth. Okay, so really, to me, this is all about positive self-talk and not letting doubt or fear enter the chat. Okay, and if that means you need to get rid of like certain people or certain types of media that is also possibly adding to that negative self-talk and that doubt, then maybe like detox from social media, detox from whatever. Okay, groups of people or certain types of shows, or whatever that makes you think or see yourself in a certain light. Finally, at the bottom of the deck, we have Carnelian, feed your creativity. I definitely picked up on that with the cups. Okay, so cups usually represent like creativity and heartfelt emotional things. So I definitely feel like some of you guys are moving into more of a creative field, or at the very least, like I said, something that just feeds your soul in a deeper level. All right, Sagittariuses, that is what I'm seeing for you guys. Please leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed the reading. Maybe share with another Sagittarius if you feel like it would resonate for them. Don't forget to subscribe also if you want to see more readings from me in the future. If you want to see more content from me, I'm also on Instagram and TikTok, and you can find my handles below in the description box. As always, thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch and support my channel. I really do appreciate it. I hope you guys have a great day, week, month, whatever, and I really hope to see you guys at the next reading. Bye.